Hello, welcome to this update for Eastern Asia for the winter weather. So let's see what's happening. The main feature is this system near northern China with some rain there already in some parts of China, and we do have some more rain and snow showers near central China, but this system will will be a bigger system in terms of snow for parts of northern China in the next 2 days. So the show into Monday the 25th shows more snow northern China into eastern Russia. This goes there especially into Tuesday, like late Monday into Tuesday shows more rain there, and maybe some storms near South Korea, North Korea shows more snow like northern North Korea, and some rain in eastern China too. And then it does have some bigger snowfall throughout northern China and southern southeastern Russia. It does have this line of storms near Japan there Tuesday, so be aware. Tuesday showing some heavier storms near southern Japan, maybe some heavy rain south central Japan on Tuesday, and some stronger storms near the islands there. Then the European does have some heavy rain Tuesday, through Tuesday night into Wednesday in Tokyo. That is almost like Wednesday morning or something. Shows there, and then the front leaves Japan. But be careful with the storms and be careful with the snow in northern China and those areas. So let's see the GFS. He also has the system there. More snow, Russia, northern China, into North Korea. Even has like North and South Korea, some spots of snow. And this goes in Japan, so be aware of the storms there. And even the GFS passed some very strong storms near Tokyo, central Japan, Tuesday night into Wednesday. So be careful there. Still has no Russia and China there. So yeah, this goes, and the front leaves Japan, but still some lingering snow, even through South Korea. Wednesday, this goes there. Thursdays show some snow central Japan and some rain Thursday, so be aware there. This goes and shows more rain and snow on Friday, northern Japan, some spots there. So be aware those areas. Now the icon does have the system in China, some rain eastern central China, and the icon does have these strong storms developing, some heavy rain southern South Korea Monday into Tuesday. This already Monday night, like almost Tuesday morning, because that's European time, so it's almost like Tuesday morning there. Shows already that heavier snow through Russia and China. Then Tuesday afternoon shows those storms in Japan, much of southern Japan, those areas, some heavier storms and the islands there, so be careful. And shows like later Tuesday night into Wednesday, some heavier storms central Japan, just like the other models, and passes near Tokyo too. Then this goes there. In northern Japan, we also have some showers from this, show some snow mixed with precipitation, some rain central northern Japan Tuesday night into Wednesday. So be careful there. Still shows Wednesday more snow, Russia, China, South Korea, some in North Korea, and yeah, this goes there. So be careful in those areas. And let's see the winds. So the European model does have the system in China, some occasionally high winds near South Korea, in the oceans, some spots in North Korea, some gustier winds, and has like this goes there. It does have the storm system near Japan with some 81 km per hour, 72, some stronger winds near South Korea too. So be careful there. And also in northern China, some spots of some higher gusts, and some other areas in northern China there. So even central Mongolia shows some higher gusts in some areas, but some very specific areas, but some higher gusts there. So be aware. Later Tuesday, those storms go over Japan, and some areas shows all the way to 113 km per gust, those mountains of central, western Japan, and then shows that even northern Japan is more than 80 km per gust, But southern Russia there shows all the way to 100 kilometers per gust, those areas, especially some more mountainous areas, and like northern China still, and the low pressure spinning like right there. So yeah, be careful, some valleys of northern China, and just northern China near Mongolia's Sahara gusts. So be careful, this goes Wednesday morning, still shows Sahara gusts northern Japan, some specific mountains of central Japan, and near the coast too, close to Tokyo in the morning, and shows this goes there. Southern Russia still some very high gusts, southeastern Russia, those valleys of northern China. So this goes there Tuesday. Wednesday, still some high gusts near northeastern Japan, but this leaves. It shows still some high gusts near South Korea and Japan. Might be a lot of marine warnings this week there. Shows still northern China, Mongolia, some high gusts on the 28th. This goes, and yeah, it's still showing some high gusts, some spots of Japan on the 29th on Friday. Central Japan, especially along the coast there. So be careful in those areas. Friday, then still showing next weekend on the 30th. Some spots in Japan, some higher gusts, and eastern Russia. So be careful there. But now the snowfall accumulations are another topic too. So it goes there, shows until Wednesday that heavy snowfall from northern China and southern Russia. Shows there like northernmost China, some 60 to 70 centimeters of snow, some parts of northern China, southeastern Russia, especially those areas there, those hills, and shows more northern Japan, some whispers of snow, and central Japan until Wednesday, a snowflake or two. And shows there like South Korea, the European model does have some 4 centimeters, some other areas of like some 7 centimeters, 9, and North Korea, especially western North Korea, northern North Korea, some higher accumulations, some spots of China. So be aware. Beijing doesn't really show anything, but just west of it might be something in the mountains, and shows more throughout like southeastern Russia. Some spots of accumulations close to 45 centimeters or more. So be careful, the snow there. Shows in Tibet some snow, northernmost Myanmar, the mountains, and shows another part to central China, northern Nepal. So be aware. Now the GFS also has more accumulation there, especially some spots in northern China and to Russia. There's almost like 71 centimeters of snow, so some spots there. Be aware southeastern Russia, northern China, and eastern Russia there. Also has central Japan, a spot or two, south central Japan, and northern Japan in the mountains, northern North Korea. Even South Korea has more snow. So yeah, be careful. The icon has also a lot in northern China, some spots close to like 72 centimeters, most of northernmost China there, some 30 centimeters, for it 25, more for southeastern Russia, and some areas there. Also has in South Korea, even snow in the ocean, and some snow in North Korea there. So be careful. Also showing in the easternmost peninsula of Russia, more than like 100 centimeters of snow. So be aware there too. And if I put this until Friday, it increases a little bit in Russia. Until Friday, from some other systems might be coming later. In Japan, next Wednesday to next Friday until the 29th shows more snow in some mountains of central western Japan and northern Japan. The European also has later next week some more snow the mountains of Japan, even there's southeastern Japan, and has more in Russia there, because just until next Wednesday shows like 3 centimeters in a specific point there. Until next Friday, 52 centimeters. So between next Wednesday and Friday, there'll be some more systems near eastern Russia. So be careful. Northern Mongolia this next week shows some snow, and southern Russia right next to Mongolia, and that snow for central northern Russia there. Some spots with almost no snow, but those spots of central Russia there, more snow into northern Mongolia. So be aware. And on a different model here for the wind. The icon is also some areas of central China with some higher gusts, almost like 120 km per gust in Tibet, but the low pressure system goes there, shows the higher gusts in South Korea and Japan. In China, it's like southern Mongolia and eastern China, some higher gusts, even some spots of Russia where the snow will be at southeastern Russia. That peninsula of Russia might have some higher gusts too. This goes the seas right by Taiwan, some rougher seas, and in Japan those higher gusts, and continues in China throughout next week. So be careful. This is already Wednesday that the icon is more than 100 km per gust there. So be careful the system in those areas. And northernmost Russia and the Arctic has some areas of higher gusts too. The icon shows there. Sunday, Monday has some very high gusts. Some northernmost areas there, almost 139 km per gust. Some small Arctic towns there, some high gusts. So if you live there, be careful. The gusts, this goes and still shows some high gusts around those areas until next Thursday, and then yeah, might calm down next Friday, the 29th. So be aware. And in terms of snow, those Arctic areas does show some snow there until next Friday, but nothing that crazy. Shows a little bit of snow in some cities there. And if that there's wind and snow, be careful some occasional blizzards. And yeah, be aware in those areas, and also the system near Japan and those areas. Be careful with some larger waves and the seas because of that system there, and also in the North Pacific in Russia it's very busy there. So be aware in those areas. And the temperatures, of course, shows those very cold temperatures, northern China into Mongolia, especially Mongolia, some has a minus 27, not other parts of Mongolia, very cold. Japan has already some colder spots, some minus 3, minus 5, minus 3, some other parts of northern Japan, so be careful there. Even some spots southern Japan at night, so like 0 degrees. And yeah, South Korea, North Korea, some colder temperatures. Then this goes Sunday in the afternoon. Tomorrow shows less cold, like 13, some areas of even 15 degrees, but still cold even during the day. China and Mongolia, some minus 19, minus 4. Southern Russia, minus 10, minus 14. Except southernmost Russia, some 3, 4 degrees, but further north than that, very cold. Then this goes the next night. Does show China there some minus 20, minus 24, Mongolia some minus 10, Beijing minus 2, and a little bit less cold South Korea, but still very cold in central Japan, especially the high elevations there, and near like northern Japan, minus 10 degrees, minus 13 some areas, but Tokyo around 6 degrees. Some spots in North Korea too, and in eastern Russia there. But like this is Monday, this goes shows Tuesday night, right? So like some minus 12 in North Korea again, South Korea, northern China, some minus 19, minus 6. So yeah, be aware. And then Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon still shows like 19 degrees in Tokyo, a little bit warmer. The Pacific Islands some 20, 21 degrees, but still very cold in China and Russia, Mongolia, even during the day. Then this goes there. The next night shows North Korea all the way to minus 16 degrees, minus 18. South Korea there. The south a little bit better, but like Seoul, 0 degrees and some areas there. So be aware. And then this goes the Thursday afternoon, shows a little bit warmer. Some spots in Mongolia above freezing, and but northern China still very cold there. Some colder spots in Japan. Then Thursday night to Friday shows even some cold degrees in the ocean, like southern Russia, some minus 23, minus 12, most of northern China there, and like Beijing 1 degree, North Korea, so like minus 16, South Korea. So be aware, northern Japan as well. Then this goes next Friday afternoon, kind of warms up in some areas, but still pretty cold. And then the next night after that shows Seoul like some -2, most of North Korea, and like northern China. There's some colder temperatures. So central Japan as well, those mountains, and northern Japan. So be aware, be careful with the wind chills as well. The feels like temperatures that they might feel colder than that. So be aware and stay safe with that snow and the storms and everything. So just to finish up here, let's see what the highest risk areas are, in my opinion. So like Japan is the danger of those storms there, Tuesday into Wednesday, especially even to central Japan there. And here like China and those areas, the risk of some heavier snow, southeastern Russia, and some high winds generally in all areas. But it's like some valleys of China there's some higher winds, and near Japan, South Korea, some higher gusts too. So be careful with the storms and everything, and the rain accumulation throughout this period might be heavier in Japan because of the storms, some 50 millimeters or even more, 34 millimeters in Tokyo. And yeah, so be and later next week shows even more. The GFS has like next 5 days some spots of 122 millimeters central northern Japan, not just central Japan, and some other areas. And the icon shows more accumulation too from those storms. It doesn't seem like much in the accumulation, but those storms might be like more intense, so be aware there. And you can see here the low pressure there, that will cause this system, the bigger storm system there. So yeah, be careful.